Hey, my name is Right in the Eye, and we are going to play some Final Fantasy 15 again today, and I'm going to show you guys a couple things about combat. So make sure that you guys are making sure that you check for those different element drops like you just saw there. That was the Thunder one. Anytime you see one of them, the other two are always around. Blizzard, Ice, and Fire are always around. And today we're just going to discuss, not necessarily that, but how you can use different weapon types in order to damage different opponents, and the benefits and disadvantages of certain weapon types. And of course there's my favorites, and then there's maybe your favorites, and they may be different. But here I found the opportunity to discuss multiple things at the same time because there were so many enemies that dropped into this. So I had all these like bull-looking animals here that I was fighting, including this pretty nice mini boss one here that was a pretty high level. And then like they dropped like two sets of these soldiers here as well. But as you can see in the top left-hand corner right now, you see Ignis showing me the level and some of the weaknesses, what they're weak to, and what kind of hits I can expect to get from using whatever type of damage I want to use against them if I pick one of those ones that are highlighted. And this comes from Ignis's, it's not a technique that he uses, it's just like an ability that he gains on the onset of battle. He'll highlight all the different enemies on the battlefield and tell you their weaknesses when you lock onto them. It's called Analyze, and it tells you the enemy type, it tells you how much HP they have, and at the same time it tells you their weaknesses right below that, which is all the colorful things. So the different color means different amount of damage type. So purple I believe is the max, which is like the best kind of critical hit you can get, and then orange is also like a different variation of a critical depending on where you hit them at. So make sure you take the opportunity to unlock this perk. Just look through like the techniques for Ignis and you should be able to find it. And here I'm using a lot of a great sword. The one that I'm using in particular has fire damage, so I'm using it to damage enemies that I see that are vulnerable to fire. Not necessarily do you need the blade and the element type, although that would give you a better multiplier. I think that's what consists between the different colors, is if it's orange and purple, that means if you have a blade they're weak against, and then you use element type that they're also weak against, you'll get even more damage. But as you can see here with this great sword, it has a really nice ability, so when you do a couple regular attacks by just holding down B or circle, depending on what platform you're playing on, then you hold back, you hold your thumbstick against where the enemy is, it activates that like super charged up attack, and it does like a 360 strike with everyone in your vicinity. So you can see that it can damage more than one enemy at a time, and it'll do really critical damage to almost anyone in the path of it. So make sure you're looking at the different moves, and this move here also allows you to do a signature skill. So when you hold back with the daggers, and you throw those daggers at them, when you throw enough amount of it lunges forward and does like a drop kick, which I think is really awesome. So make sure you're utilizing the different weapons that you need to use, as well as the different types of damage they will do, and make sure you're using your techniques like I do here. So look at this technique, this does so much damage, 9,997 damage off that one hit, and that was with Gladios's Royal Guard technique. So just make sure you're utilizing all of your different weapon types like I stated earlier, as well as techniques to gain the upper advantage in battle. And that is going to be it for me today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you folks in the next video.